Hey, everybody. We're back for the 10th anniversary of Why We Love Horror. 10 fucking years, and my beard is still this fucking long. It doesn't grow anymore. It's fucking ridiculous. But hey, you would think I'd have Nazario here, of course, because, 10 years, I finally get the motherfucker. But nope, he's still eluding me. But fuck it. I brought in somebody better. But Ethan, how you doing?
What's up, man? I'm doing well. I don't know if I can accept that title is better than Nazario. I don't want, I didn't say that. You said that. But,
exactly.
No, but I'm pumped to be here, especially for the 10th anniversary. I remember watching this show when I was in high school. And now here we are. And now I'm on the show. It's like a dream come true.
Yeah, and we don't fucking look any older. It's fucking great, man. We both got great genes. It's fucking insane.
I know. I feel like this show is the fountain of youth.
Now, see, with you, I would not really ever. I don't think I was ever on camera with you until we had that match, unless you were like a manager at some point that I forgot about, which you could have been because
possibly, yeah.
But basically, a full conversation basically happened when we played in Spencer's League, and I had always known that you kind of liked horror, but I never knew the extent until you picked the fucking strength of Clive Barker, and I went, okay, now I get it. You're like
it was. I had Clive Barker and Eli Roth, and you had like
80s horror, and I think Bruce Campbell was.
Bruce Campbell,
well.
Yeah.
But I knew right when that happened, I went, I got to get you on the show, and you said your love for it before, and then I think you have you talked about it on the top 100 yet? I know it's probably coming.
I have not.
Oh, so okay. I know.
Spoilers.
I know it's probably coming on there because I know how much you enjoy this movie. I wanted to bring you on for Nightbreed, but before we get to that, I want to ask you: how did you come to horror? Did somebody introduce you to it, or did you just catch a fucking movie at one point and go, "Hey, I like this shit"?
Yeah, I think I had a very similar story of coming to horror as a lot of kids my age in the early 2000s, where in elementary school, my library teacher would read us scary stories to tell in the dark. So when I was a little kid, and that was the first really exposure to horror that I had, and I loved it. I was like, I love those stories. So then from there, I started reading Goosebumps, and I read I was obsessed with Goosebumps in elementary school. I read all of those. So it started with the books, and then I was like, well, I love this. Oh, they made a TV show, and then I would start watching the Goosebumps TV show. So I feel like that was my first exposure to quote unquote horror, because as a kid it's scary,
Yeah.
And I think I had a DVD for the specific episode of Goosebumps where this girl is selling lemonade and she gets greedy and she turns into a pig or something. So I feel like that's my earliest memory of horror. But then also in over the summers when I was a little older, my dad would take me to Blockbuster once or twice a week, and I know, it's the best. And I would rent 2 or 3 movies with him, and a lot of the times 1 or 2 of them would be horror movies, and I would watch all 3 of them, and he would fall asleep after the first one or whatever. But, so I just used to watch tons of horror movies as I was growing up and go to Blockbuster and stuff like that.
That is awesome. Yeah, I in the 90s, I fucking read all the fucking Goosebumps as well. I was reading Stephen King on the side with him, but Goosebumps was my fucking jam as a little kid. I love
Dude, they're great. They're quick, they're easy to read, they're sequels, it's perfect.
Now, what are some of your favorite horror moments or scenes?
Yeah, so a couple of my favorites, one of the most that I feel are actually scary, because I'm sure this is someone who loves horror. You kind of get desensitized to it.
Oh, yeah.
But one of the ones that still really freaks me out is in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when Pam is running away from Leatherface and she runs out the front door of the house and he bursts through the door and grabs her and pulls her back in and she's screaming. That scene is it's terrifying to me still. That is, I think, top tier, feels real. The actress looks like she's in fear of her life, So I love that scene. Then I'm sure you've seen the film Society, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So the shunting scene at the end. It's incredible. It's just so gross, and the effects are so good, and
it sticks on it for so long too. Those shots fucking stay.
Yeah, it's the whole ending, and the movie itself is weird leading up to that, but it's not super gross. Yeah, and then that scene is just all this disgusting stuff,
See, I heard
Yes,
about
really
that
fun.
scene before I saw the movie. I saw the movie maybe 4 or 5 years ago for the first time, but I had always heard about that scene, so I was expecting the whole movie to be that type of shit.
Same thing here.
And watching it, I'm going, okay, that's good, but what the fuck? Where's the thing I'm talking? And then that ending hit, I'm like, Jesus Christ, there it is.
Yeah, and I love that it does that, because I guess if it had been the whole way through, it wouldn't have had that impact. You know?
100%.
So when you get there, it's so much fun to watch that insanity.
Those are two great picks. And talking about desensitization, I talk about this all the time. I'm like 3 or 4 years old when I got introduced to horror. I was fucking watching horror all throughout. So a couple years into that, it just, the scariness of it kind of went away from me for the most part. There's some freaky shit that still gets me from time to time. But for the most part, I ended up just falling in love with it and just carried on watching them. Because a lot of people say if you're not scared by horror movies, that's why they don't love the genre, because you don't get scared. And I went, that shouldn't be the whole point of it. Like, it's part of it, but it should just be the atmosphere and how it made, like, the adrenaline that it gets into you of being like chased by fucking Leatherface in there.
Yeah, totally.
And
because you go from being scared of it, for guys like us who watch a ton of it, to just having fun with it and being like, what else can they show me? What's next, Yeah,
what's the next level you can fucking take me, and where can it take you? It's fucking good. That's what I love the genre of horror so much, is because, especially now with kind of resurgence of horror the last couple of years with like Hereditary and Get Out and stuff like that, and it's going a different direction. It's going to what people call the highbrow of horror. But you still get the independent slasher movies that I fucking love. Like Hell Night came out a couple years ago, and that's just pure fucking 80s slasher. Like, it's so
I saw that
ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
That movie's absurd.
It's so fucking ridiculous, but it brings me back to those 80s horror where they just don't give a shit, and they go, you're just rooting for these fucking people to die. That's what you want to fucking see.
Yeah, totally. And I like both of them. I like the movies where they're like, we want you to dislike these characters, so it's fun when they die. And I like the movies that are like, we want you to like them, so you feel sad or scared when they die. They're both very effective for different reasons.
What's up, Bar?
What's up, Andrew? Andrew loves horror movies, as we all know.
Yeah, of course. We actually talked about The Thing, which one particular person was pissed off that he got the chance to talk about it before him. But yeah, he fucking, the moment he told me that he had it at 5 stars, I went, let's fucking do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, of course.
Now, what would be your favorite decade of horror? If you had?
So I think that like every decade of horror, there are so many great picks like within those decades. Like some people like to think that like there's a few decades that are just bad for horror. Like they say like the 90s are really bad for horror, but like there's just so much good stuff out there. But I have to stick with the 80s. It's because for me, my favorite type of horror is the crazy, the practical effects, the prosthetics, the costumes, the creatures, all that crazy stuff. And I feel like that's the 80s is the peak of all that,
Oh yeah.
Like right before CGI, right after like, right when they started getting to really do crazy mechanical stuff. And that's my favorite type of horror. So that's why the 80s for me stands out.
100% with you. And Bar, I agree. 70s has some great fucking picks in there.
Yeah.
But 80s is where studios just let loose with fucking horror. They went, hey, you want to fucking make a microwave fucking movie about killing microwave shit? Go ahead and fucking do it. Kill a refrigerator. Go ahead. Fuck it.
Yeah, they're like, what thing can kill people? Like, it doesn't matter, and let's just have it happen.
Yeah, and it either hit theaters or it hit the resurgence of the beginning of video stores coming out of straight to VHS horror. Didn't matter. They just let anything happen. And that's how you got so many fucking classics out of that. Like, is every single movie from the 80s amazing? No. But you had to make all those to get to the fucking fantastic ones, the ones that people remember to this day.
Yeah, totally. And, like the 70s has some great stuff too. Like Wicker Man is one of my favorite horror movies ever. Oh, yeah. And that's very
the Nicolas Cage, punching the lady in the face, it's good shit.
Yeah. That Wicker Man. No, but the original one is like so 70s. Yeah. It's like, it's so great, and like for different reasons, because it's like atmospheric, and and then the new one is, did Stephen King make the microwave?
He did not.
He did not. I don't think. Yeah. but the 80s is definitely where I go.
That's good. I'm the same way. Have you seen the two In Search of Darkness documentaries on the
Not
80s?
yet. They've been on my list for a very long time, and I'm waiting until I activate my Shudder free trial. So like,
I would
I'm
say
gonna
wait a little bit more. They're coming out with a third one this year.
Oh,
to finish
okay.
it off, they're coming out with 3, and then they're doing 90s next year. So if you're gonna watch it, I'd
that's
say just
awesome.
wait till they hit the last
I
80s one, and then fucking do it. They're amazing. Me and Nazario actually did the Kickstarter for both, so we got our names on both of them. When I heard that they were doing that, I went, "Fuck yeah!" And I started going through it, and now I'm on the journey of watching every single 80s horror movie out there, and it's fucking insane.
Amazing, dude.
But it's
I mean, there must be so many.
Oh yeah, I'm going off the Wikipedia list, which I know there's probably still missing some, but there's about 600 of them at least, and I'm about at 200.
Are you going straight in order? Is it like alphabetical?
Oh no, I'm just going through. I went through a lot of the ones that I know I had seen and just rewatching to log it on Letterboxd. But now I'm just going through like Tubi, and I'll just flip through Tubi and go, "Hey, there's one I haven't seen. Fuck it, let's put that one on. Let's check this out." Or
Tubi surprisingly has a lot of good options.
Yeah, and it's fucking crazy for being a free streaming service like that. Yeah, you got to deal with a couple ads, but screw it, you get so much fucking content with it. And I also went through a lot of the In Search of Darkness lists because they talk about so many. They have so many background posters that I wrote down the ones I did not know or had forgotten about, and I just went through that list as well.
Nice.
And they have so many of them.
Yeah, I feel like that movie, that documentary is like a perfect curated list already. You know, you just take that and
it's incredible.
Both of them. I'm sure I have like so many more from that documentary alone to watch that I haven't seen yet.
I definitely say check it out when you can.
Yeah. What
would be your favorite horror film?
Yes, this is so tough because like it changes when you see new stuff, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the one I go back to the most and like the one I like the most overall, which will not be surprising to you, is Hellraiser, the first one.
Okay.
Because I love Clive Barker, obviously. And it just like it has everything I want in a horror movie. It's got the gore, it's got these great practical effects, it's got these really high concepts, these interdimensional beings that like will either torture you, but also to give you pleasure. Like it's some like really out there stuff. And Doug Bradley's incredible in it. Julia and Frank are like terrifying as like normal people villains, and it's just so fun. I really love Hellraiser. Yeah. What about what would you say your number one is if you had to pick?
It's between two. It's always gone back and forth. Actually, I would say technically three back and forth: Jaws, The Thing, and Halloween.
They're all fantastic. The Rob Zombie one, right?
Of course, John Carpenter, like The Thing and Halloween have always been back and forth of switch, and Jaws has always been my favorite because the people who say Jaws is not a horror movie, you ask the fucking people in the 70s who are still alive today that won't get in the fucking water because of that movie. It's a fucking horror movie.
I totally agree, man. People sometimes people have very strict, specific like guidelines to say what isn't horror, but a movie can definitely have a lot of horror elements that brings it to a horror level without exclusively being horror. Like Jaws is like, it is horror, it is drama, there's a little bit of like comedy in there. It's like there's a little bit of
adventure with them going on the boat for the first time. Totally, it's so many, and it just shows that Spielberg, especially back then, he was interested in horror and he wanted to explore it more. And the studio just went, "Yeah, you have an image, man. You can't fuck that up." And I wish they would have let him just let loose on one, because technically Poltergeist, from people say is technically him, and he was on set. So and it does have a lot of Spielbergisms in it. So I'll give it that. That's so
true. Yeah, it really does feel like that. There's like that scene where the kid's sliding across the floor. Like that scene, like feels like a Spielberg scene. The way it's shot, the way it's like staged.
Now, speaking of Clive Barker, how do you feel about the legacy of him? Like when people think of horror authors, they always go Stephen King and they go Clive Barker. And Clive Barker, I don't think gets enough attention. And I get that for like movie wise, he kind of he kind of went away for a little bit after like the 90s, to where he was still there, but he wasn't doing anything mainstream anymore. And he was always known for Hellraiser legacy, for Candyman writing it, at least Nightbreed, and then fucking Lord of Illusions.
Lord of Illusions.
Love. Yeah.
Lord of Illusions. Also a great movie.
Yeah. So what do you feel about the legacy of him?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I know Clive Barker is I know Clive Barker is, he is like the #2 horror author behind Stephen King. But I agree that he is not, because Stephen King is like a household name. Everyone knows him.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows Clive Barker. And I mean, I'm more of a Clive Barker fan. I've read a bunch of Stephen King and a bunch of Clive Barker, and I just like his stuff more. I think his legacy for me is like, he's a guy who has he's such a world builder. He creates so many different worlds, and every single one of them is so fleshed out, and he has such a reverence for these worlds and the characters.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's these weird creatures and monsters and really, really, really dark, violent stuff. But the way he ties it all together, it always feels like every time you step into a Clive Barker story, it's like, it feels like very important almost in horror, at least. Like all the characters are very grand, and like, even if there's like low level, like dark stuff happening, there's just like a reverence there,
Even the set pieces in not only the film but in some of his books are so fucking out there and extraordinary. The detail he goes into, because Stephen King goes into fucking detail. That dude is all about detail.
Too much detail, some might say.
Yeah. Clive Barker, when he sets up those worlds, you can tell he loves those fucking characters. He loves those monsters that he creates. And that's what drew me to stuff like Nightbreed, Lord of Illusions, is a monster aspect. Because I fucking love monsters. I just love the concept of monsters.
Me too, man. Yeah, I agree with you. That's the thing that draws me more to Clive Barker than Stephen King. Like, his legacy for me is like creating these creatures and these dark other worlds, and I think he'll always be the best at that.
And he's created one of the, like, speaking of horror moments, one of the ones that had an impact on me as a child and never let go was Candyman, a little kid in the bathroom.
Oh my
God, never wanted to use a fucking public bathroom after that. Like, God damn. And they don't show it, which is amazing. They see him come in, and then it just cuts to the blood-curdling scream, and then you just see him laying on the ground, and you know what fucking happened.
And I think there's a shot of like one of the guys running towards the bathroom, like he hears the scream, he's like, "Oh shit!" Like that didn't sound good,
It's so fucking terrifying, and that's Clive Barker. He knows how to bring that fucking extremism to it, but without actually going, like, having to really show it. Nightbreed, though, fucking shows it. Like,
shows everything.
It goes all in. And now, speaking of that, that's a movie that you decided to bring to us, is fucking Nightbreed, which I love this fucking poster because it gives us the best of both worlds there. It gives us the fucking monsters, and it just gives that kind of, what do you call it, the color aspect of it.
Yeah.
Which it shows in the movie. Now, what was your first experience with this movie, and why do you love it so much?
Yeah, so my first experience, I feel like this is the most classic, like, cult horror movie thing ever, where I worked at a movie theater in New York City called the Angelica Film Center. And I would sometimes work morning concession shifts with this guy named Alex. And Alex loved horror movies, and he loved other stuff too, like superhero movies, whatever, but he loved horror movies. And I was telling him how I really like horror movies, but I feel like I have like some blind spots. And he was like, "You ever heard of Nightbreed?" I was like, "No, what the hell is Nightbreed?" I wasn't even really a Clive Barker fan back then yet. So he was like, "No, Andrew, you can rewatch it later." So he's like, "Check this movie Nightbreed out. Just watch it." He's like, "But watch the director's cut." I was like, "Okay." So I went online and I like Googled it, and it looked like something I knew I would love. So I just bought the Blu-ray straight away. I was like, "I'm gonna buy the director's cut Blu-ray. I think I'm gonna like this." And I watched it, and I was like, "Yup, good move. This is incredible. I love this." And yeah, ever since then, it was like, that was a few years ago, and I've watched it multiple times, like a couple times a year probably. It's so fun, and there's so much. It's so densely packed with stuff, so you can watch it over and over, and it doesn't get old for me.
That is awesome. Wait, so have you ever seen the theatrical cut of Nightbreed?
No. So I actually want to talk to you about this. I have looked for it. I didn't look too deeply, but I did look for it. And it's actually way harder to find the theatrical cut now than the director's cut. Yeah. So I've only ever seen the director's cut.
See, I grew up on the theatrical cut. Like, I saw it in the theater at like fucking 3 years old, as a 3-year-old would. And I remember it's
perfect age for Nightbreed.
Exactly. And we always had the VHS of it. And then I bought the DVD when the DVD was actually readily available. Because, when I was buying the Blu-ray, I looked it up because I didn't know, because I bought the original Blu-ray of it, not the director's cut one that finally came out that my friend actually got me. But I had the original.
Is it Scream Factory?
Right? Scream Factory, yeah. And they make amazing fucking shit.
Oh, yeah.
But it is very difficult to find the theatrical version, but I'm glad because this version adds so fucking much more to it than the theatrical one does. Especially the relationship between Boone and David Carradine. It adds so much.
David Cronenberg?
Yeah. Oh, why the fuck? Carradine. Jesus. Yeah. Cronenberg. Yeah. It adds so much to the relationship that wasn't there in the theatrical cut. Like you kind of get it from the theatrical cut, what they are, but you get to see how evil he is at the fucking beginning because he's already trying to fuck him over at the beginning in the director's cut. He's directly trying to screw him
murdering a family and lying about like it's right out the gate. Yeah.
Now, let's go with what do you think of, speaking of David Cronenberg, what do you think of him as a serial killer?
Yeah, so this is something I think even before I watched it, I think the guy who recommended it was like, by the way, David Cronenberg's in this. He's really bad. And I was like, okay. And I watched it and like, yeah, is it a good performance? No, it's not. He's not an actor. He's a director. You know, he's a great director. He's not an actor. It's not a good performance. But for the character that he's playing, it kind of works because he's like, he's so wooden and like dead behind the eyes as an actor that it makes you really unsettled and it's kind of weird. And I actually happen to like it a lot. So, and if, you know, David Cronenberg, if you're watching this and you did that intentionally, I apologize. It's a great performance. But either way, I do like him in the role. I think it's really fun. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, I love him in this role. Like when you think of David Cronenberg in the movies he does, I'm like, this is a fucking perfect role for his ass as a fucking psychotic serial killer.
Yeah.
And that fucking mask is just so simple, but so fucking effective. Like, especially at the beginning with the little kid, and he just sees him coming up the stairs. That would be fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, this mask is awesome. It's so cool. Like, like you said, it's very simple. You know, the buttons and the zipper. It's like, it's perfect. I love it.
And the way he kind of traps her through her new friend Cheryl Ann by flirting with her, and then. Boom, he's just there outside of Midian because she fucking told him that's where she was going to be.
Yeah.
And like, I love that it cuts. It cuts from not showing what happens to her back to Lori.
Yeah.
And as Lori's running out and then she sees the car and she sees the blood on the car and
Cheryl Ann's like what's she like hanging on a tree or something?
Yeah,
right? Like
hanging on the tree with the fucking blood down, and you just know she just got fucked up.
Yeah.
And then she turns around and he's fucking staring right at her.
It's great.
In the mask, and he takes off the mask, and that's the first time you actually see him as him. Like you throughout the movie, you fucking know it's him.
Oh,
like
of course.
every little thing, you know it's him.
It's
but
so
that's
obvious.
the first time he fucking takes the mask off, and you finally get to see that it's actually him.
Right.
And speaking of scenes in general, what are some of your favorite scenes of this movie? Do you have a favorite scene, favorite moment?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few, but the one that stands out to me is when the little girl Babette touches Laurie's hand, and she has that flashback to the Crusades where where the humans first killed the Nightbreed. That's like my favorite part of the movie because it's like the way it's shot and the way it like the imagery is just so dark, and that scene to me is legitimately scary. It's like you have these like essentially like a KKK for monsters, like these guys in big dark hoods, you know, like brutally murdering these monsters in this like big smoky red atmosphere. And they like behead that one monster and his head is like moving. It's just so cool. I love that scene.
And that scene actually was very like shot on with very little money. They took gaffer tape they found in the trash, and that's what they used to tie up. As you see, some of the monsters are tied up and shit like that.
Yeah.
They use fucking gaffer tape to do it quick, to just do it quick and get it, and it looks fucking great.
Yeah, that's crazy because I always thought in my mind like that must have been a really expensive scene. Like it looks really big and good. Like that's very surprising to me. But I love that scene.
That also is not part of the theatrical cut.
Really?
That was one of the ones, from what I remember. I haven't seen the theatrical cut in so long, but from the way they were talking about it, I'm pretty positive that scene was not a part of it. And
that sucks.
It's fucking amazing because it showed, like, with Nightbreed, there's so much lore attached to it, and they explore as much as they can in a 2-hour time span, and they do a fucking great job on it. But there's so much more that you can show of it. And they give you a little bit of history with just that one scene. They give you so much fucking history behind it that this has been happening for years. And the monsters are not really the bad guys.
Right. And that's like one of the scenes where you really feel that. And it's like they are being like murdered and tortured by like essentially like racists, you know?
Yes.
And that's another thing, I mean, that I love about this movie. It is like meant to be allegorical. You know, it's a big silly horror movie, but Clive Barker is an openly gay man. And there are characters in this movie that are homophobic. There are characters in Midian who are meant to be in a gay relationship. So, like, just the contrast, you know, comparing it to like how maybe Clive Barker felt growing up and like ostracized and having to be in his own little community. Like, it's a silly monster movie, but it also has a lot of deep, important themes in there.
Oh, 100%. And that, like, Doug Bradley's character throughout Dirk, I think it's Lylesburg.
Lylesburg, yeah.
Yeah, Lylesburg, yeah. His whole like fact about the laws and everything like that, he has them in place because he's literally trying to protect them.
Yeah.
All he's trying to do is protect his people. And knowing when everything's like crashing down on him and he just wants to stay there because he basically goes, we fucked it up. It's over. Like, fuck it.
And he's like, we can't leave. If we leave, we're all going to die. So, it's great. I love that stuff. And like you said, the world building of that crusade scene, that's something that like, I very rarely am like, oh, we need like a prequel or we need something else. But like, I would watch the shit out of a prequel of Nightbreed about the times when there were Nightbreed running around and then the humans decide to like murder them all. I would love to see that.
That's actually something I wanted to bring up is the franchise aspect of Nightbreed. There's so much there that you can explore before and after that I wish that they would have went further with it because there's so much you can do with that type of story. Because they like, if you look at it as a prequel, you have all the stuff between that age to where they have to run and they're being hunted down, and then you get the new age to where they escape and they go find the new place with Cabal, and all the stuff that can happen with that of their new place and basically coming together again. Because there's only a few left at the end. It's like a barn. There's like a barn full of them. That's it. And it was originally wasn't it supposed to start a TV series? Right? I think so. Yeah.
I think Clive Barker had plans to make it a TV series, which didn't happen, which is a bummer. But you could totally see where it would go. You know, because like Reverend Ashbury at the end, he's like mutated and he wants to kill them, and then like so you could totally see like Boone leading the Nightbreed against an army of like Ashbury and his people. You know, so there's a ton of stuff you could do that I think would be really fun to watch.
That's what speaking of Ashbury, that's a great example of they show Boone. He thinks he's killed a bunch of people, so he wants to go there because he thinks he has to. Mm-hmm. But by the end of it, he wants to be there with them. He wants to protect them. He wants to be living with them. Ashbury, he gets killed. Fuck that shit. I want to fucking murder the shit out of these people.
Yeah. He's similar to Boone in the beginning where he's like just curious and he's like, who are these people? We don't know if they're bad. And then he gets like burned and scarred and he's like, yeah, let's fucking kill him. It's a very quick transformation.
Now, one of my favorite horror moments in general, and it came from this movie, and one of my favorite scenes of this movie is him. And this scene in particular, this thing scarred me as a fucking little kid of him just taking those little knives. You see him putting it on his fucking pinkies, and you just know he's going to do something, but you don't know exactly. And he goes, it's a test. I need to show you my real face. And he just starts fucking tearing it. And the makeup involved with that is so fucking insane. It is so great.
It's so good.
And he's just holding his hair because he's screaming in pain. And he's just holding his hair, looking at his hair. He's going, I'm showing you. And what I love about how they present this movie is Boone and him are the two guys who are your introduction to the world.
Right.
He's explaining everything. He's explaining all the rules and the laws, and he's helping him get acclimated by it. And Boone is the eyes through the audience of just getting to experience all this through his eyes. And I love how he basically becomes like a fucking good friend to Boone throughout the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a complete psychopath. And the makeup job, like I love how the makeup job it shows here, and then it goes later, and it just looks like it's like a fucking helmet in a way that's attached to that. It's so great looking.
It's great. I don't because like every time I watch it, I'm like, how do they make it look like his face is like protruding from like the pieces he ripped off? Because like with makeup, you add stuff on, right? But it looks like his face is like further out than the indents, and it just looks seamless. I don't know how they do it. It looks great. Yeah, Andrew, this is Ray Liotta right before Goodfellas. Actually, this is why Scorsese cast him.
This guy is what is his Hugh? It's Hugh.
That's the actor.
Yeah, Hugh Rock.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's Narcissa. Yeah. Narcissa is his character's name. Yeah, and he's so fucking great in this movie, man. And he survives in the theatrical cut.
Really? And that's why I didn't know that.
In the director's cut, like fucking, oh my god, he's just holding his fucking head.
Like throws it at Boone's feet.
Yeah, oh my god, man. It's just that's the one death that I hate in this movie because I wanted him to survive. Like he's such a cool fucking guy. Like he's entertaining as shit. He's evil as
so
a motherfucker.
Fun to watch. Yeah, he's a bad guy.
He's so much fucking fun in this movie.
He really is, and I agree. It's always fun because it's like when he dies, you're like, oh no, but like he's not one of the good monsters.
No,
like you shouldn't feel that way. That's what's so great about it. Like you shouldn't feel that way, but you do.
Now, what would be your favorite monster?
Yeah, so I have a couple, but in terms of like just creature design, which is my favorite to look at. There's that one in Midian who's like walking around. He's like, it's like big legs and a big like chubby torso, and the head is just like down at his like stomach.
Yes.
I think I wrote his name down because I looked it up.
I have his picture right here.
Yeah, pull it up.
Get this thing out. Okay, this guy is amazing.
Allegedly, his name is Vasti Moses. Not that guy. The guy
not this guy.
The guy whose head is like on a thin neck and it's like at his stomach and he's
that fucking guy.
I love this guy too. This was like a close second or third. I love that guy also, and I love that line he has where he's like, "There goes the neighborhood," you know?
Yeah, which. But now I know the guy you're talking about.
I gotta pull up a picture too.
Yes. Find that picture and put it in here so I can share it.
Yeah, because it's just so fun to look at. Like he's such a disgusting creature, but I love it. Okay.
All these like the makeup jobs on all these monsters are fucking incredible, man. They go through
totally.
And they're all completely different, which I love. No one's the fucking same look, and they all have different looks. They all have different abilities. And it reminds me of another movie which I'll bring up later. But the creature design in this is impeccable. And it's all Clive Barker, man. Clive Barker, he knows how to fucking show these monsters. It is insane.
I agree. Yeah, and you know he was just sitting around having a blast with these makeup guys, like thinking about like what's the craziest shit we can come up with. And that first scene when Laurie is walking around Midian, that's the money scene, right? Where you see like all of these creatures and they all look so fun.
While you're looking, you found it too. Perfect.
Yeah.
Bring that up. Here we go.
Look at that guy.
This guy, yeah. This guy's fucking insane,
he's awesome.
Man.
He's walking around in a few scenes. Like I don't. He's just like it doesn't even make sense, but he's so cool.
That's what I love about it too, is that you have your main monsters in the movie, and then you have the background monsters like him, who you just see throughout it. And like the one lady who's banging on the walls anytime someone comes in.
With like the big like tusks or whatever.
Yeah, it's just one of those to where. Exactly. It is insane.
Yeah,
like that is such a great makeup job. The big fucking man tits that he's got there is fucking amazing.
Yeah, and his head is like lower down. Andrew, I have like 4 of these shirts. You'll see him later. But okay, so yeah, that's my favorite, like in terms of just creature design. But my favorite of the monsters in terms of like character is probably Rachel. I think Rachel's like the most interesting to me,
Yes.
as a character at least. She's, you know, she doesn't look that different. She looks kind of like humanoid with like, you know, her skin. They have like some like eyeshadow, I guess, and some hair stuff. But she as a character, I really like her.
Oh yeah, as a character, she is fucking great, and she's one of the ones that is one of the good ones.
Right.
Like, she's just trying to protect people.
Totally.
That's all she wants the whole time, is protecting everybody. She's like the den mother of the group. She wants to keep everyone alive, including her. Now, it is a little girl.
It's a little girl. I don't know if it's her daughter.
Like,
she kind
I can't tell.
She kind of is motherly with her.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's specifically her daughter.
And they have that sequence to where Laurie picks up just a creature at first.
Yeah.
And brings it to her. And once she gets out of sunlight, you see that she does the makeup. They show it too. There's 5 different makeup changes in just that scene alone. Yeah. And then she just goes to a regular little girl. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Hey, Scully.
All right, I'll X out of it, Andrew. There you go.
And some of my favorites here, like
Doug, who you got? I want to know what your favorites are too.
Doug Bradley is fucking fantastic. I love Doug Bradley in this, but these two guys together, and I found one of them together because they are so antithesis of each other. It's fucking great. Let me see, where is this fucking thing? Is it? No, it's not that one. Hold on 1 second. I have so many fucking tabs open here.
Go for it, man. I'm sure there's, I know there's like many to choose from here. So
I believe this is it. Yes.
These two, oh my God.
Like
Peliquin and Kinski.
Yeah. Yes. And goddamn, man, these guys together are so fucking fantastic. Like, you got one who's complete fucking psychopath, and he just wants to fucking chomp on everybody.
Yeah, he's one of the bad ones.
Yeah, and then you have Mr. fucking Chin there. And
he's got the moon head.
Yeah, and all he's trying to do, like when they first get Boone, he's holding the knife to his head, and all he's telling him, though, is we have to bring him down to Lylesburg. We got to bring him down to him. And he goes, no, I want to fucking eat his ass. And then he's helping him escape. Like, that's what I love about.
He's got some morals, It's good. And the character design, the prosthetics are so cool. I love it.
See what we got. Banana head. Yes.
Peliquin. Peliquin bit him,
and that's why. Luckily, they fucking bit him, because right when he goes outside the goddamn cemetery, he gets fucking shot to pieces.
Yeah. Oh my! That scene is so over the top too, where they shoot him like 100 times.
Yeah, and it's all again because of fucking Decker. He goes, he gets up close to him and he goes, I believe you. I'm gonna help you. He's got a gun. He just fucking jumps out of the way.
He's such a fucking asshole. He's like so weaselly in that scene, but it's great. And then like the cop walks over, he's like, "Where's the gun?" And Decker's like, he reached into his pocket. It's great.
He screws him completely over. It's just so fucking fantastic.
And like you said, I love like the fact that he tells him like, it's okay, Boone, like we're gonna be fine, I'm gonna help you. Like right before he does it. So fucked up.
And then he's feeding him like the LSD shit at the beginning.
Yeah.
He's such a fucking dickhead.
He's the worst.
This entire fucking thing.
I agree, man.
And then this lady.
Yeah, she's so cool.
Like, it's just like the 3 cops. It's such a fantastic scene because you see the first one go in and he slowly falls to the ground, and the other cop is looking on him, and the geeky looking cop is going towards her because she's leading him toward them, and then the cop realizes, holy fucking shit, he's dead. Right. And he goes to scream out his name, and then he just gets fucking porcupined to death.
Yeah. She's just like, it's literally a porcupine. It's awesome.
She has that dance sequence too, like doing one of his hallucinations. It's so fucking fantastic. She's also part of the documentary. They bring her back for the documentary to talk about it. It's so fucking fantastic hearing her talk about her experience on here. It's her and the little girl who are a couple of mainstays in the documentary that bring so much to it, because the little girl was just going, I just loved looking around the set. I just love running around the set and seeing, like, what sucks is I couldn't find a, thank you for the follow, Scully. Fucking awesome. I couldn't find the inside of Midian, a good picture of it, so I had to go with the outside. But I found this picture here, which I think is great because it just shows like the old timiness of this graveyard. This one.
Yeah.
With like the statues too throughout it. They have the statues inside. They have a couple statues inside, and just showing how overrun this cemetery is, just showing that no one fucking comes here.
Yeah,
and it's a perfect hiding place. Yeah. It is so fucking great.
And it's really cool too when like there's the scenes where they're driving towards it and like you just see it in the distance. And I guess it's like a matte painting or something, right? Because like it's pretty far off, but like it's just cool. You see the circular like area, and it just looks like an old temple or something, and you're like, you know, something is going on over there, you know.
Now, if Midian was real, if this place was fucking real, would you go to it?
You know, it depends, because on one hand, I would love to go and see all these creatures in person. But on the other hand, it's also like, having seen the movie, they're not all benevolent. They're not all good creatures. You know, there are a bunch that would fucking eat you and kill you. And I don't know if I want to risk that. You know, I mean, Peliquin was like, you have innocent blood, I'm going to eat you. So like, is anyone who's innocent just going to get eaten? Like, I don't want to be eaten. I don't know if I'm innocent, but in their eyes, probably. So I feel like it's probably best to enjoy it from a distance. What about you?
I'm kind of the same boat as you. I would love to go visit just to see that these monsters are fucking real.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would survive if I went over there.
I don't think I would. I think I'd be dead so fast.
And I love that they have the two differences. They call humans natural.
Right.
That good humans natural. And then you got the Nightbreed. And the Nightbreed are all the fucking monsters are inside, and there's good and there's bad. It's just like, I love the world that they create with this movie, especially like you have Decker who goes to like that random shop to call the cops, and he fucking can tell that this guy is protecting the monsters, which I love. Is that part of this town is them protecting the monsters?
Totally, yeah.
Fair. That's completely fair.
I totally agree, though. Like that little scene does so much for the world building. It's like there are people who know about this, and they know the monsters aren't all bad. They know that there's a lot of good people there, and they want to protect them. And when the guy's like, "I wanted to be one of them," you know, and it's like, oh wow, so he went there at some point, and they rejected him, and you know he still protects them though. It's cool. It's little details like that really flesh out this world and like give it that Clive Barker you feel.
Now we have to bring up Boone, and we got to bring up Doug Bradley in makeup, because it's just like you see him as Pinhead in Hellraiser, and then you see him in this, and god damn, that's a fucking change. Like
totally different characters. They feel completely different.
It's just so fucking amazing with the makeup job there, and then you got the statue in the back, and that
Baphomet.
The history behind that is fucking incredible. That's another part of that lore, which is insane, that they explore a little bit and they don't have enough time to really explore fully, which sucks, but they give you enough to fulfill this world and what happened that night. And that's the other thing with the pacing of this movie is so fucking fantastic. It's so quick.
Yeah.
Like it goes by each scene matters in this. Like the two from the director's cut that I think probably could have been cut for good reason was her singing,
her song, because it's the full song. They do a full song.
Yeah, they do the full song of it, which like I get why they cut it. Like it works to help their relationship, because you can tell that she's kind of like sexually going at, because she sees him a little bit in the audience. So she's kind of singing to him in a way. So it gives that more relationship. And then the other one is him at work. Like him showing him that quick scene at the job that
he's a welder, right?
Yeah, he's a welder, and it gives a little more to the relationship, but not enough to where you go, yeah, this could have been cut for content and probably been okay. But other than that, everything else is fucking adds so much to it. They add so much to the monsters. In the theatrical cut, a lot of the monster shots, like your main big guy, big titty guy, he's not in the theatrical cut. Like they cut.
Can you imagine being Clive Barker and directing this movie and making that creature, and you have to like the studio's like, no, you can't put that in there. The amount of like care and work that went into that creature, and it just gets cut. Like that's so heartbreaking.
It is like knowing that it took 25 years to finally get the fucking director's cut out there is insanity.
Yeah,
and he talks a lot about in the commentary. He talks a lot about his relationship with Doug Bradley. And you can understand why he picks him for Pinhead, why he picks him for Nightbreed, why he continues to use him in these movies, is that he picks perfect roles for him. And one of the roles that was actually written for the movie was David Carradine. David Cronenberg. Motherfucker, what is wrong with me?
This time I was like, wait, was David Carradine supposed to be in this movie? Why do I keep
saying David Carradine? I don't understand. David Cronenberg. He wrote it for David Cronenberg, and David Cronenberg wasn't going to do it at first. Like he liked it, but there was, I think, some time commitment that he couldn't do it. And then he finally said yes to it. And he's fucking perfect in it. Like it's a perfect fucking choice for him.
It works.
And Craig Sheffer as Boone is fucking like, he's the perfect person for this movie.
Yeah. He's really good, actually.
He doesn't appear in a lot of mainstream stuff nowadays. And
he's actually in one of the Hellraiser sequels, right?
Yes.
Fifth or sixth one?
Yeah, I think it's the fifth or sixth one that he appears in, which makes sense being Clive Barker, that he continuously brings these people back.
Right.
I try to bring that image back up. But as we are settling in here, I always got to ask, would Ash survive Midian if he jumped in here?
Yeah, I mean, this is an easy answer for me. It's yes. Because he's basically unkillable. He's like made of rubber, you know. Like it doesn't matter what you do to him, he just doesn't die. And the problem would be like, would he know that these monsters aren't evil, or would he be so traumatized by all the Evil Dead stuff that he's like, fuck this, I want to kill these monsters, you know? So I don't know. Would he? I think he would survive. But I also wonder if he would go on a killing spree and just murder everyone in Midian.
See, with that, I look at Sheila in Army of Darkness, and even when he's driving and he sees her and he goes off the rails and he's going, honey, you got real ugly. He's still hitting her, but he's not trying to kill her.
Right.
He still has that kind of in him to go, I know her. I don't think she's purely fucking evil yet, so I don't think I'm going to kill her completely. Sure. In the TV show, he's just fucking whooping ass on everybody. So it brings up the good point that I think he would fucking just totally annihilate everybody.
He would just kill everyone in Midian. Yeah, I would love to watch it happen. That'd be fun. That'd be really fun to see.
And that's what kills me is they were supposed to make the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash movie.
I know. Ugh.
And the whole point was they went, Ash would have to lose, and he goes, fuck that shit. Ash ain't gonna fucking lose, so I ain't doing it. Like, I'm not doing it unless Ash fucking survives. Like, he didn't say that he has to kill both of them. He just went, Ash needs to survive because it's fucking Ash. You can't kill Ash.
You can't kill him.
And I agree. I 100% agree. And that's why they didn't get it, because they could not come to the agreement that Ash needs to survive.
Well, maybe someday we'll get Ash versus Nightbreed.
Oh my god, dude, I would fucking love that. Now, is there anything else that we haven't brought up that you would want to bring up that we maybe haven't gone over?
Yeah, I guess. So yeah, I mean, the monster stuff is great, obviously, but for me, the thing that like takes this movie from being like a movie that I love to watch to a movie that like I just have such a blast with is the whole like last like half hour is just fucking insane. Like they go to all out war with like also. It's so funny because like if you don't think about it, you wouldn't realize, but like the movie takes place in Canada, and like they have this army of like rednecks who are basically like American rednecks, but they're Canadians, and they just want to like murder all these monsters, and they go to war with them. And you know, like the set of Midian, and they got like a truck falling through the ground and through these bridges, and they have like the berserkers running around. They have like rocket launchers.
Fucking berserkers,
crazy. Yeah, the whole ending is insane. Right, the berserkers are awesome too. They're so cool.
Like knowing that those are the Nightbreed, but those are the Nightbreed that went completely insane, so they have to be locked up so they don't fucking destroy everybody. Which you get to see them destroy a bunch of rednecks, which is amazing.
Yeah. The whole last half hour of this movie is just it's complete insanity, and I love it.
The one guy we didn't bring up is the fucking sheriff.
Right, right.
Calling him a bunch of pussies and shit like that for running away. And then he turns around and the fucking berserkers are right behind him to fucking kill his ass.
Yeah. And he's a great villain, and he gets introduced like towards the end of the movie. I mean, I guess like 45 minutes left or something, or it's like not much time, but you hate that guy. He walks on screen and you're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, the first introduction of him is after he sees that he thinks that Boone has killed the people in the inn. So he brings him in and he just like starts beating the shit out of him. It is such a great introduction for him of just showing that this dude is a fucking dickhead that has no rhyme or reason. If he hates you, he's going to kick the shit out of you. And that's what brings it up towards the end is how insane he goes towards the fucking end of trying to kill all the monsters. And they have the one guy with the dog, which is such a sad death of one of the monsters.
Right.
I got to find his fucking name. It is
Onaka.
Onaka, yes. Yeah. Simon Manfred as Onaka.
He's a great character too.
Yeah.
Because he's very what's the word? He's like he's a very like gentle character. You know, like he's a monster, but like not really. Like he just is like this gentle guy who like seems kind of quiet and he doesn't want to do any cause any trouble. And then there's that scene where they just brutally murder him, and it's like it's really hard to watch.
He even protects Laurie. Like when Laurie gets attacked by the berserkers, he scares them away and he brings her to Boone. Like he is constantly trying to help them, which I think is great. And I think that's what makes his death that more impactful is that it's a slow death too, because it's a sunlight death. They bring him out and then they just slowly, he disintegrates
and explodes.
Just explodes. It's fucking like, it's so depressing seeing that fucking death compared to some of the other deaths that you get of characters you want to fucking die.
Totally. I completely agree. It's sad. It's a sad death, and it's just really brutal. It's hard to watch.
But Midian in general, like everything in Midian is so fucking fantastic. It does go insane the last half hour. So many monsters you see in the background again, just in the background itself, going up to that barn scene at the end, which again, the theatrical cut has a different ending to it. Which
I read about it a little bit.
Yeah, some characters are still alive that are supposed to be dead in the director's cut. Some are not. But I love the director's cut ending of Laurie wanting to be with Boone, and the only way she knows how is to kill herself. Yeah. So he has to bring her back as one of the Nightbreed, and now he is Cabal, and he has to find them the new home. It's just so fucking great way to end it. And
I completely agree.
In the credits, you see the resurgence of Deckard. Like when it cuts back to the inside of Midian, you see that he's gonna be resurrected, and it just sucks that that's another thing of the sequel. It would have been Deckard and it would have been Ashbury together. It would have been fucking fantastic seeing both of them, two now psychopaths, because you have Ashbury who has killed. What's his face? Who? It's the sheriff.
Captain Eigerman, I think is his name.
Captain Eigerman, who has turned like he's about to turn into one of the fucking monsters because of him being attacked. He just grabs him and fucking
just like crushes his neck,
crushes his throat, and he's just gone.
It's awesome, and I agree. Like that last scene where Boone is Cabal, and they're standing there with like they're like backlit and they're like looking out of the barn, and it's like it's a promise of like so much more story, and you just never get it, which it sucks, but it's I guess there's something special about it that it's like it didn't happen, right? So it's just like
if it happened years later, they may have fucked it up. They may have not had the budget they had before, so they couldn't do as much. So I'm glad that we do have, especially now the director's cut with 40 minutes of extra fucking footage. It is fucking crazy.
Out of curiosity, I have to go back at some point and find the
that could be it. That could be it, Thomas. I think it might be the theatrical cut.
Oh, is it? Okay, because as you were saying that, I was like, did I miss that? Like, I must have seen that before, but I didn't really remember it.
Yeah, that could be where I'm getting the confusion. It's a theatrical cut. I understand with that. But anything else that you had?
I guess, not even specifically about the movie, but I don't know how true this is because Clive Barker loves to announce projects that don't happen. But allegedly there is a new TV show reboot in the works for Nightbreed with I think the last time I read it, it was some episodes are going to be directed by Michael Dougherty, who did like Krampus and Trick or Treat. I don't know if that's still happening, but I read a few articles about that, and Clive Barker has talked about it. So like, I would love to see it and Michael Dougherty is a guy who like, he does practical effects.
Yeah, he is known for his practical effects. That's all fucking Trick or Treat is, and it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, so I mean, imagine a guy today who, you know, he directed like a Godzilla movie. He's done some big stuff, getting a budget and getting to do a Nightbreed TV show now with like new technology and stuff with practical effects. That sounds awesome. I would love to see that happen. I really hope it does.
Oh, I do too. That is fucking amazing. If they're able to bring that out, especially now with the pandemic kind of on the positive side of going away now. We'll keep finally getting out of it. Studios must be now looking for more content. So that would be something that should be fucking greenlit in a second and get the go ahead. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, and HBO I think is doing a Hellraiser series. So you know, I mean, if that goes well for them, maybe the Nightbreed thing will happen there. I don't know, who knows? But I really hope it happens. I would love to see more. That's
what I love is Clive Barker getting kind of a resurgence here.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally starting to get a resurgence after not being in the mainstream, at least, because he has done movies the last couple of years. They just haven't been the mainstream movies. They've been the straight to DVD movies.
Right. Yeah. Now we've got like the Hellraiser reboot. There's Candyman sequel, which looks great. I love Candyman. And I'm really
it looks fantastic. Yeah. Tony Todd, like knowing Tony Todd's legacy and knowing Tony Todd is like fully on board with them picking a new Candyman that's what I love about it, is the fact that he knows about it. He's supposedly supposed to have a cameo on it, which would be
I'm sure he'll
amazing.
Be in there. Yeah, he's got to be in there.
And knowing that it has his blessing is fucking great, because that's what needed to happen. That's what I wish would happen with when they were talking about the Escape from New York thing happening. They were originally because John Carpenter and Kurt Russell both wanted to fucking come back for it. They wanted, let's do Old Man Russell. The studio just went, no, we don't want that. We want to pick somebody new. And they didn't have John Carpenter's blessing. John Carpenter fucking has been annihilating them in articles over the years doing a reboot, because it's just like it's a whole like Big Trouble in Little China thing. Again, they both want to come back.
The same thing, right?
Yeah. And it's The Rock who wants to do his own take, and I went, I'm sorry, but The Rock, that's the shittiest casting for that fucking role.
No, I don't want
that. It's not about the brawn. Kurt Russell, the reason he's so great in that is he's a fucking idiot. He's a moron. That's why he's so fucking great in that. He's not the star. Yeah. You bring The Rock in, it's going to be the star of the fucking movie.
I agree. You don't. Yeah, I don't want that at all.
But that's why I hope Clive. Like that's why I'm glad that Tony Todd is given his blessing, because it makes the whole experience better.
Yeah, and also Candyman is like, that story is perfect to bring someone else on. Like, it's about, you know, legacy and urban legends. And at the end of the first movie, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Candyman, stop listening right now. But Helen becomes like the next version of that. So it makes sense for a reboot to do that, you know? So I'm into it.
He does guarantee $1 billion.
Yeah, not for a remake of Big Trouble in Little China. That thing would tank.
Now, we always like to... He is an idiot. Jack Burton's a fucking moron in the movie. The knife sequence. The knife sequence in general, he goes... It flies off. He goes to find it while the fight's happening. He jumps back in. The fight's done. He knocks himself out during the ending battle, for Christ's sakes.
I agree. He's a lovable idiot, but you know, come on.
Now, I always like to end it with both of us picking a double feature to feature with Nightbreed. What would you choose if you wanted to double feature Nightbreed?
Yeah, so this one was tough. I thought about it for a while, and in the end, I went with Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Dude.
Because I love that movie, but it has it's not a similar like tone necessarily, but I feel similarly when I'm watching it, where it's like I just have so much fun. The creatures and the practical effects are so good. You know, the Chiodo brothers are just having a blast making these fucking alien clowns and all these ways they kill people. And it's similar in a way to Nightbreed, where you're watching for all these different fun monsters. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, you're watching for all these fun clown kills and all this stuff. So I think they're kind of fun. They go hand in hand. Also, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, incredible theme song by the Dickies. It's awesome. So that would be my pick. Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That's a fantastic pick.
Thank you, sir.
They're both fun movies. And like you said, they both bring like the love of monsters in there for different reasons. The love of the kills of Killer Clowns of Outer Space, because you want to see the fucking puppets. You want to see the fucking balloon animal kills. Like you want to see all that. It's fucking insanity. And then you got Nightbreed with the fucking brutal kills that they have.
Totally.
Now I went.
That's like one of my favorite lines ever is that line that Andrew posted. Incredible. If you don't want to watch the movie, just watch that scene on YouTube. It's worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now I went a little more direct route with my approach. I went Digging Up Tomorrow, the Adam Green movie that's basically Nightbreed, a Nightbreed sequel in a way.
I've never even heard of this.
No, okay, so basically what it is, it's a found footage movie where Adam Green plays himself as a director. And this guy approaches him through letters just going, I want you to document this thing. I found monsters that live in an underground city. And I want you to document it. I want you to document my life so we can bring attention to these monsters and to show them that they're actually good. And he goes through this experience of seeing if this guy is bullshit or not throughout the movie. And they show great, like they have the practical monster looks back. And there's so many new creatures in this. It's 100%. It's his love for Nightbreed brought this movie together. Like you can totally tell on screen.
I'm watching it. That's awesome.
It's on Shudder right now.
Okay.
And I believe it's on another streaming site. I can't tell which one, but if you haven't seen it, check that movie out.
I will. Yeah.
If you love Nightbreed, Digging Up Tomorrow is right up there as a found footage style version.
I'm in, man. I'm in.
But thank you again for coming on, man. This has been fucking awesome. It's been so much fun.
This is great. Honestly, I could talk about this movie for hours, talk about other stuff. You know, if you ever want to bring me back.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm definitely going to have you back. We got to talk some more movies, man.
Oh, yeah, dude.
This was a great 10 anniversary. It's been 10 fucking years.
You can bring me back still the 20th anniversary.
Yes, man. The 20th anniversary, I'm having you back.
I'm there.
Hopefully, I'll have a bigger beard this time.
Absolutely.
Burr, Thomas, Scully, thank you guys for jumping on like you did. Even Garth, man, he jumped on for a little bit. Thank you for jumping in the comments, man. Scully, thanks for fucking following, dude. We need to get those followers. We need 50 followers to become affiliates so we can officially sell out. Because that's what we do is we sell out.
Nice.
Guys, this has been the end. We're going to be back next week. I'm not too sure what's going on right now, but with next week. But I know we're going to be back next week with Why We Love Horror. Thursday, we have Movie Games. Movie Games is coming. Another championship round of Movie Games is coming. We're going to see if anybody can beat Holtzman there. Yeah. Shudder free trial, man. Shudder free trial is the way to fucking go. But, guys, thank you for watching. Ethan, thanks for coming on. We're definitely going to have you back on to talk more fucking horror shit. This is always awesome. We will see you guys next time. There's no ending music because, you know, we don't want to get sued on Twitch. We don't want to get kicked off like we almost did YouTube here. So thank you, guys. We do a fake dance while we end it.